We are in London with Mark Olden, a British journalist who have worked for BBC and for Channel 4. And you have covered in particular the topic of migration. What's the situation in your view now? We have more people coming to Europe, some more people even to Britain. We have even seen some boats, for example, of Albanians trying to reach Britain. How do you see this crisis? How could we solve it?
I think solving the crisis is an incredibly complex task, which involves huge challenges, which is, for one thing, addressing the problems in the countries that people are coming from. And that's not just the wars in Syria, that's the deep inequalities in the world. And those are vast tasks which could take decades to solve. So in the meantime, what I think really needed is that the countries that people are coming into both manage to control the migration, but also do it in an extremely compassionate way, remembering that people are all human beings and people are coming from some incredibly desperate circumstances. So it's balancing this very difficult issue of how do you control your borders, how do you not put huge stress on public services in the countries which people are coming to, at the same time as remaining compassionate, as remaining open, as remaining not xenophobic and racist. And that is a big challenge for policymakers. I think right now, in my opinion, some people may disagree, that the balance is too far, in certainly the UK, in terms of a lack of compassion, in terms of a lack of providing for the people who are coming here in very desperate circumstances. This is, despite the economic crash and austerity, still an exceedingly rich country. So I think this country could do more. That doesn't mean that there's a limitless amount of people that you can take in, but it does mean that we could be doing more than we are at the moment. That's my view.
And in case of Brexit, what will happen about migration? Rules will change also about refugees, will be tighter, or maybe the situation will not change?
Certainly one of the big points of the people who are campaigning for Brexit, for the UK, for England to come out of Europe, is that this will stop immigration into the UK or limit it severely. Now, I don't see that there is the evidence for that, because that migration will still come here. And if you don't have the border relationships with France that you do have now, people will still find other ways. In fact, it might even increase it in some ways. So I personally do not see Brexit as a solution to people's concerns about immigration.